Hello everybody, this is video number 2 of Toni La Ree Bennett spoken word. I apologize for my voice, I'm losing it. I apparently am allergic to something in the universe that's out there. But I will read on. This is the first of the official reading the poems videos. The first one was an intro. I'm trying out a different physical setup since I'm new to this and I'm learning. You'll have to bear with me. Okay, to introduce, I decided at least in the beginning I would go with reading my poems in reverse alphabetical order so I don't have to think about what I'm reading the next week. And then I'm going to pair it with someone else's poem or excerpt from some other writing that they do that may or may not go with my writing. Hopefully it will, but I won't always have it paired up. Today, the alphabetically last poem that I've had published is called You'll Kick a Flattened Can. This was published in Pedestal Journal. Editor is John Amen, and this was published in June 21st, 2002. After this, I will read Sonnet 129 from Shakespeare, which I just read a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, at a Shakespeare read-through group that I found on Meetup, which was, it's great. So, a little bit of context. I told you I'd give you a little bit of context for the poems. The geographical location of this poem is an alley behind the University Bookstore in Seattle, Washington, by the University of Washington. It has to do with, I would say, I don't want to get too autobiographical, but, you know, my life is my inventory of material for my work. But like all writers do, sometimes I will massage it and do something with it that changes it from, it's not strictly autobiographical, so I will put that warning out there, is that it comes from my life, but some of it I make up, some of it I change. Well, I think that's probably all the context that I can give. You'll kick a flattened can. One of these days, too cocky to take the long way, you'll stumble again into a place you wish you had wanted to forget. A place where you don't notice anything until it starts to stink. You'll kick a flattened can into an exhausted condom floating in a puddle of spit and think of me. You'll trip over the bloated carcass of a crow, its remaining masticated wing attached tentatively by a single tendon, and wonder how I'm doing. You'll turn your nose up at rotting cabbage sprinkled lightly with yesterday's urine, and remember your fist full of my hair. The sole of your polished shoe will slip on crumpled words torn out of context that keep repeating the past. You'll kick a crumpled tin of chewing tobacco against the side of a crumbling wall, and I will slither from between the bricks. It will all come scudding back with one slap of a rat's tail. Soggy cigarette butts mark the trail of your sputtering escape, but eventually you will walk this way again. Okay, Sonnet 129. William Shakespeare. The expense of spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action. Until action, lust is perjured, murderous, bloody, full of blame, savage, extreme, rude, cruel, not to trust, enjoyed no sooner than despised straight, past reason hunted, and no sooner had past reason hated, as a swallowed bait on purpose laid to make the taker mad. Mad in pursuit and in possession so. Had, having, and in quest to have, extreme. A bliss in proof, and proved a very woe. Before, a joy proposed, behind, a dream. All this the world well knows, yet none knows well to shun the heaven that leads men to this hell. Okay, I also would like to end with my continued attempt to memorize the speech from Henry V. I think I'm going to put this at the end of every video until I really have it memorized, and then I can start working on bettering the delivery. And, you know, maybe 10, 12, 20 videos down the line, I can do it off script and do it in a way that I think is good. Okay, so I have the script here, but I won't use it till I need it. How yet resolves the governor of the town? This is the latest parley we will admit. Therefore to our best mercy give yourselves, or, like to men proud of destruction, defy us to our worst. For as I'm a soldier, a name that in my thoughts becomes me best, if I begin the battery once again, I will not leave the half-achieved Harfleur, till in her ashes she lie buried. The gates of mercy shall be all shut up, and the fleshed soldier, rough and hard of heart, in liberty a bloody hand shall range, with conscience wide as hell, mowing like grass your fresh fair virgins and your flowering infants. What is it then to me, if impious war, arrayed in flames like to the prince of fiends, do with his smirched complexion all fell feats linked to waste and desolation? What is to me when you yourselves are cause, if your pure maidens fall into the hand of hot and forcing violation? What reign can hold licentious wickedness, when down the hill he holds his fierce career? We may as bootless spend our vain command upon the enraged soldiers and their spoil as send precepts to the Leviathan to come ashore. Therefore, you men of Harfleur, take pity of your town and of your people, whiles yet my soldiers are in my command, whiles yet the cool and temperate wind of grace o'erblows the filthy and contagious clouds of heady murder, spoil, and villainy. If not, why then in a moment look to see the flesh soldier with bloody hand defile the locks of your shrill shrieking daughters, your fathers taken by the silver beards, and their most reverend heads dashed to the walls, your naked infants spitted upon pikes, whiles the mad mothers with their howls confused do break the clouds, as did the wives of Jewry at Herod's bloody hunting slaughtermen. What say you? Will you yield and this avoid, or guilty in defense be thus destroyed? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have about 8 lines left to memorize, so I'm getting there. This is it for this video. I'll edit it and put that online. I'm trying to do one a week. We'll see how I do. In about a half an hour, I have to go to my Shakespeare reading group, and we're going to do The Alchemist by Ben Jonson. So it's a little bit more than Shakespeare. I'm not sure what roles I'm going to play. I asked to play Dame Pliant before I read the play. I just finished the play and found out that Dame Pliant has practically no lines and doesn't appear till end of Act 4, I think. So I asked for some more parts. We'll see if I get them. And then next week is Romeo and Juliet. We'll see what parts I get for that. Then Othello and Two Gentlemen of Verona. So I'll have some reading practice every week. I hope I get my voice back a little bit better. And I will see you in about a week. And that's it for now.